Hi, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well, and I know you're preparing for your first day of virtual school online. And I am hoping to help some of you out, or a lot of you, if you need an idea of how to start. Of course, as as online school goes on, I'm sure you'll learn new things from each other, from your coworkers, from continuing your professional development by watching YouTube videos, or just other ways that you can learn new ways to incorporate other things into using your virtual classroom online. But a lot of us, we started here. We created our Bitmoji virtual classrooms, and I've seen so many that are superb. The creativeness is just amazing. And so in June, when I had applied for summer school and I got the job, we were going to go online for virtual summer school. And my coworker and I, we scrambled, we put our heads together and we came up with a plan in a week using a Bitmoji virtual classroom. And we decided to hyperlink different platforms and put them all in one slide. And so a lot of you do use Google Slides as, teaching virtually, and that's also great as well. But I wanted to step up to a challenge and try it. And so the first thing that you want to do is, of course, create the icons that you want, in your Bitmoji classroom. And sometimes some of them might have to, and they don't have to, but they can go with whatever you're going to link it to. Like I put a guitar for camp songs. I put my Bitmoji, as a link to our guided group schedule and our menu. I put a flashlight for help. I put a campfire for Flipgrid. And so I put a tent here, and I put ideas on how to create a bunk, an independent reading space in their home. I put books because I thought, well, I can put the books here and link them to read alouds on YouTube. And here I always told them the owl was the place that you would click on for your schedule and assignments. This is what you would go to first every day. And so that was my first thing that my coworker and I did. We came up with a schedule, and you are welcome to change the title. We picked just day one schedule. That's what I picked. And so I put the teaks right here, and I want to commend our coaches, our literacy and reading, our literacy and science and math coaches for summer school, because they did come up with Google Slides with wonderful, wonderful lesson plans. And so I made them my own, and I put them here on the schedule. So right here I have the learning objectives, and I'll show you a different way that I put them on my own virtual class for fourth grade this year, because I will be teaching fourth grade. But this was my summer school one, and so I inserted a table, and I put detailed instructions on when to log on, whole group, and what activities we were going to be doing. For example, also I have at 9:30, we would get off the Meets link and the kids would complete their activity. And I would put screenshots of whatever PDFs, whatever resources you were going to use to have them work on. You can put pictures of that here. At 10 o'clock here, you could see I had them log on again for a read aloud. And I had to have a plan B because technology is wonderful, but sometimes, it does glitch. And so I put in red font. I put or I'm sorry, in red text color. I put the 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 icon that they would click on for specific links. And if technology failed and they were not able to log on with me whole group, I provided that just in case. And so you would see that 11 o'clock they would get off for independent work again. And then at 11:30, I scheduled guided groups and centers. And so I put that in red text color that they would click on my Bitmoji, and that would have a schedule and their menu. Okay, so this first and foremost is so important. And then from then on, yes, it takes a long time at the beginning to create the schedule in the beginning. But then what's great about Google Drive is that you're able to just make copies and, modify things, change, you know, um, and so that's the beauty of that. So my schedule, I did tell my kid, I did put specific instructions right here to click on the owl. You don't have to. Um, it's up to you. I did because I was only going to have them for 3 weeks for summer school. And so I needed these specific instructions for them on there. And they were second graders and they were new to me. So I just put them there, but you don't have to. And so when you insert, all your beautiful images and your all the images that you thought would, you know, would would personalize your own virtual classroom, what you would do here then is you would link it. And all you do is you would click here to insert a link. Okay, once you would click that, okay, and I can show you right here. All you would do is you would insert the link and then you would copy paste the link to the document or page that you needed them to go to, okay, or website. So on that note, when you make the schedule, you want it on share, you want it to be shareable to the students. So you would copy the link and then you would go to the icon and you would insert the link and then you would copy paste it and then click on apply. Okay, so you would do that for each icon wherever you needed them to go to. So as in the schedule, I have put to click on the books on the shelf icon if you have to get off or you need to listen to it again. And so when I click on the books, it takes them to the YouTube videos. So I had to, thank goodness we had our coaches that I had already,
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct,
but I know, there is a way to get rid of the ads, and I just learned that because of all the Bitmoji craze educators group on Facebook. But I just need to do that. I need to go through SafeTo and make it so that the ads don't come up. But anyway, of course, we're gonna have to do our research, or when you plan with your coworkers to find read alouds, and you have to find, permission to read an author's book out loud and record it. And so, there's some things that you might run into, but in the end, I'm sure if you ask an author permission, they will allow it. I did. I asked an author permission to read a book aloud on Facebook. And so you can do that or just use the YouTube ones. So I also put a link to my Flipgrid account because there was some activities where I wanted them to record themselves. And of course, the flashlight was for our virtual lab hours. And there, I'm going to click on it. And I had created, a Google Slides that had the times that they could get on if they needed help. Or even if their parents needed to ask me a question, they can get on that time. So, of course, I would copy the link. When you share, you just copy the link. And then when I chose the flashlight, you would click on this link at the top. And then you would copy, paste it, and then apply it, and it would be there. And right here, I put some camp songs that I found on YouTube. Right here was a hello song that they provided, the Lit Camp, the Scholastic Lit Camp provided for us a link to the hello song. And so that's how you would hyperlink different things. And the beauty of it is that the schedule tells them what they can click on and what it was used for. And so when we came to my Bitmoji, if you clicked on my Bitmoji, I would also create the Google Slides of the reading schedule with a choice board. So right here, it would give them the group they were in, the times that they would need to log on to have guided reading with me. And if they were not with me on the Meets link, then they were choosing which activities or centers to do from their menu. Okay, and so by the way, ABC has great Teacher Monster to Read. That is such a cool website, and it's on phonics, phonemic awareness. Okay, so if you ever need to add something to your guided reading menu, your reading menus, you could put Teacher Monster to Read. Okay, and so it became easier. So I was able to make a copy, for Lit Camp Day 2, and so on and so forth. So what you want to do when you add it to your Google Classroom, okay, you would assign this on Google Classroom. So you would click on File, and then you would download as a PDF document. You can leave it like this and make sure you make a copy for each student, but I like to download it as a PDF. Okay. Then when you go to your Google Classroom, okay, I went under classwork and I organized it in my classwork to where it was by week. So I put my week 1, Summer Lit Camp, week 2, week 3. So I'm going to put my week 1. And as you could see, I put it right here. And I put, hi campers, here's our day 1 virtual class. You click on the icon for the detailed schedule. I meant to put the owl icon and what icons to click for special links. And so you would upload it here. And when they open it, when the students open it, it'll look like this. But the kids would see it like this. And I would tell them, you hover over the icon and you'd be able to see a Mickey Mouse hand. So when they would click on the specific icons that you told them to click on from your schedule, they're able to go to whatever they need to. Okay, so that's how you would do it. And of course, when you go back to my folder, you're gonna see that I have from all my weeks. I was just able to make copies. For example, here's a copy of week 2 of the reading schedule and choice boards, because you know what, I had to modify, because after knowing their reading levels, I had to change my groups around. So I was able to do that. And then as you can also see, I was able to make copies of the schedules. So here, let me go to week 1 and see. Right here, I have week 1, day 1, week 1, day 2, week 1, day 3. So you just make copies, and all you have to do is change whatever you need to for the next day. And I upload, when I had a weekend, I uploaded like maybe 2 days, 2 or 3 days. But sometimes it was just easier just to to reflect and change what I wanted to do for the next day. But anyway, so for my 4th grade class this year, and thank you to whoever made this template of Star Wars, I'm going to instruct my kiddos. Okay, so I did my Bitmoji classroom, and I had some icons in mind that I was going to use. And so here's my schedule that I put the learning objectives, and I inserted a table with all the subjects and the learning objectives that we would be learning that week in 4th grade. Of course, if it changes, if you refer to your your year at a glance, or your IFD, your instructional focus document, and it says to only cover it for 2 days, then you can change that on your schedule. But I put the times that they would log on. I put the specific, lessons and instructions. I even also included the icons that they should click on, the instructions with the icons that they need to click on, and I put it in red so they could remember. And so I also put the times they get off for writing. They would log on for guided groups and centers, what time their lunch was, what time we would get on for math. Of course, this is going to be a little bit longer, and it may change because I honestly don't start till, August the 10th. I start my PD August the 10th, and our students don't start till August 17th. So this schedule may change, but at least I have a start. I have a start, and I can, come in here and change what I need to, as far as what time I should put science or math. And so I'm going to go back to my virtual classroom. Okay, I did create a Google Slides on my master schedule, and as you can see, it's still an ongoing process. I had time to think and reflect, and I'm changing things. But anyway, I chose my wall clock as the schedule. Okay, so I hyperlinked it. Okay, if you remember, we get the link from share. I copied it, and then I hyperlinked it uh, to the clock. Okay, so you just apply whatever you need for goal getters. Um, in case you're wondering about the goal getters, I I just learned how to use Jamboard, and I hyperlinked it here because I this is my second year of blended learning, and so we usually have our kids create a SMART goal. And well, since we're doing online school and I can't have them put their goals on stickies on a poster in class, jamboard.google.com provides that for me. So all I would have the kids do is, choose a sticky note, and they would create a SMART goal, at the beginning and add it. And so that's what my goal getters chart is. For writing, I thought I would put um, my writing assignment here, and then I would have Yoda. I'm gonna do a screencastify. Actually, I already have one of the pre-writing process, and so I would hyperlink it to there. I have a YouTube video where I would hyperlink it to Yoda, and so R2D2, I have them as my math lesson, and so I'm gonna just click on him just so you see I created a screencastify video on representing numbers. Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to be showing you how to represent numbers up to 1,000. Okay. Okay, so you can hyperlink any screencastify videos that you upload to YouTube, or any other videos that you record from your phone. You can upload them, to YouTube, or you can even upload them here. Like, I'm just gonna click on videos that I've had. Let's see. Let me see if I pre-writing. Okay, well, I can't find it here, but anyway, I do have a pre-writing lesson. I do have it on YouTube, and I was able to upload it to YouTube, but I was able to have it on on my Google Drive. Okay, so I hope this helps as far as getting started. Um, I did create a master schedule, and I think I will hyperlink it either to this icon. Actually, I did put STEM scopes there. Okay, so STEM scopes is the curriculum we use for science for our school district, and so maybe I'll use this icon right here. Maybe I can use him, and I'll put that specific directions on my schedule. Okay, so I hope this helps. It's just a start, and you can reflect, change. The beauty of this is actually like an action research. You reflect if it doesn't work, and you change it, and that's okay. And it worked for me for summer school, And so I'm hoping it works for my fourth graders this new school year. And good luck to everybody. And thank you all to the educators that, created these beautiful templates on the Bitmoji Craze for Educators group on Facebook. And whoever just wants to, create one, just for fun, that's awesome too. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you all later. Good luck this year, and um, may all of you have a wonderful year. Bye.